Today, Fun with Flowers and Jay is brought to you by Euphoria Flowers and Brandon Street Wholesale.
Welcome to the world of flowers. I'm Jay Schwanke. I've spent my entire life surrounded by flowers. As a fourth-generation florist, flowers have been a part of my daily life for as long as I can remember. Now I'm on a mission to share my knowledge and love of flowers with everyone I meet. Growing, picking, arranging, designing, and sharing. It's all fascinating to me because I love flowers. Anything flowers and everything flowers. Welcome to Fun with Flowers and Jay. Today on Fun with Flowers and Jay, we're creating an arrangement in a meaningful container with special flowers. I've got a special container today that's filled with memories. This was a container I used for my father-in-law's tribute service. This is a wonderful amethyst-colored container. I like it because the purple color is powerful, and it's also very passionate at the same time. It's also a great shape container too, because I can put a nice big block of foam in it and create a tall arrangement. That's what we'll be doing today, filling this container with beautiful flowers. So my friend Barbara sent me a beautiful tulip tree branch. It's just amazing because the flowers are so gorgeous. That's just an amazing branch, and we'll use that as the focal point in this arrangement. The great part about the tulip tree blossoms is we've got ones that are buds, we've got others that are a little bit spent. I still love that because it gives it such a natural look inside the arrangement. So those stems come up and form the vertical thrust in this arrangement. They go in first because then those stems can be secure and tight exactly where I want them. The other flowers then will go into the foam around those. Having those in first is going to ensure they're exactly where I want them in the arrangement. So for this arrangement, I'll be using iris, lilies, stock, crispidia or globe yarrow, pincushion protea, two kinds of yellow roses, Brazil and yellow island, blue plurum, variegated aspidistra, and scented geranium. We'll start with the iris. Because the iris are formed flowers, we're going to use those up as well so that they sit out away from the other flowers. Grouping flowers together, side by side, gives great emphasis too. So those two lilies being right next to each other have a lot more impact than if they were all throughout the arrangement itself. The tea leaf, I can take the stem and poke it right through the leaf itself. Creates a great little loop. And then I can tuck that right down inside the arrangement. We're adding some yellow stock. And again, it's a column type flower or a line flower. Having those grouped together in the center with texture, it's going to bring our eye deep inside the middle of the arrangement itself. Can go deeper with that Brazil, and then the yellow islander more towards the outside. The darker color brings our eye inside the arrangement. We started off with the arrangement nice and big, and we have our taller flowers towards the top. And we're working our way into the center of the arrangement. The great part about that is we have room to make placements on top of other pieces. When you start to make a big arrangement like this, it's important to remember to put in those longer stems first and then creep in between and put your larger focal flowers on top. That way, you get great dimension in the arrangement and it appears so interesting when people look at it. So I'll add a few spray roses, a couple of gerberas, and a few ranunculus. I saved these so they wouldn't get buried inside the arrangement by the bigger flowers that I was putting in. They're topping that I'm putting on top of the structure we've already created. I saved the best for last. You've seen peonies before, but yellow peonies are extremely unusual. This was a special pick for my friend Barbara. And they're incredible because they evoke that garden feel. They're unexpected because they're yellow. And they have a great fragrance too. And lilacs. The fragrance of lilacs is just such a great memory for me. As a little kid, we had them right in the backyard. And I would play by the lilac bushes and by the daylilies. And every time I smell the lilacs, it reminds me of home. I've left an area here. We're going to slide him in there. I'm going to pull off a couple of these other stems though, because again, that's going to take moisture away from the blossoms themselves. And it's extra foliage that might cover up a couple of the flowers that are next door. The meaningful part about these lilacs too is that I cut them off of the bushes in my own yard. When you share a flower like that, it's like sharing a piece of your life with somebody. Those become our final accent in this arrangement. Notice how that red throat around the center just pops, and it brings all the other colors together. Use a bud up here taller, and it'll open up and progress. That's one of my favorite parts about an arrangement, is having flowers that open up inside the arrangement. I chose flowers that were memorable to me, and I put them inside a special container that had memories for me as well. You can make those choices with the cherished containers and your favorite flowers too. Until next week, keep having fun with flowers.